Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're doing a deep dive into a project that is, well, it's taking prediction markets into some completely new territory.
It really is.
We're talking about Superfortune and its native token, GUA. We've synthesized a recent review of this token, and it blends cutting-edge AI with ancient Chinese metaphysics.
Which is a fascinating mix. This is a very niche area, the intersection of Web3 finance and esoteric prediction. So we're going to look at what the project claims to offer and the mechanics behind that GUA token.
So what is the fundamental concept here? What is this thing, really?
Well, according to the source material, Superfortune is an AI-powered prediction market engine. But the key differentiator, the thing that makes it stand out,
Is the metaphysics.
exactly. It blends Chinese metaphysics with crypto markets to try and identify price patterns. And it was incubated by Mena Labs, which is a name we see with some new ventures in Web3.
And they really lean into this identity, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. Superfortune bills itself as the, and I'm quoting here, first metaphysics project in Web3. And to do that, they explicitly partner with professional fortune tellers. That's how they empower their features.
So this isn't just, a marketing gimmick. They're saying the utility is actually coming from these partnerships.
That's the claim. It fundamentally changes where the prediction part of the prediction market comes from.
Okay, so if the concept is unusual, the utility for the GUA token must be even more so.
It is. So GUA is the native utility token. It's used for, standard in-app payments, but also specifically to unlock detailed fortune reports.
Right, and what about those lucky charms?
Yeah, they call them fortune catalysts. You purchase them with the GUA. They're essentially digital lucky charms.
And this is where the fortune teller partnership really comes into play, I imagine.
It does. I mean, the platform offers services like cyber incense burning and something they call a guardian's request. And for testing, there's personal fortune testing and a crypto assets, CF fortune test.
Which we can probably assume is some kind of complex financial prediction, but through this metaphysical lens.
Likely. But wait, there was one feature in the source that it just stands out.
Oh, wait, I know the one you mean. Let's just pause on that for a second. The ability to test the past life connection between two Twitter users.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a sentence I ever expected to read in a Web3 token review.
It certainly puts the token's claimed utility in a new light, doesn't it? I mean, how do we even begin to evaluate a project where the core utility is something so subjective? It challenges the whole idea of verifiable decentralized utility.
That's a great point. And maybe that's a good place to pivot to the hard numbers. Let's look at the market metrics from the review.
Okay.
So we know the total token supply is set at 1 billion. Circulating supply is listed at 45 million. Pretty standard stuff so far.
And contextually, the review notes a planned listing on the Binance Alpha exchange. So like a dedicated launch pad before it hits the main market.
Right. But the review also gave a very subjective opinion on it.
It did. It assigned the project a 75% chance of being a good investment.
75%. That's a pretty strong rating for something this unusual.
It is, which suggests the reviewer was very high on the novelty factor. But we have to stress, and the source review itself did too, there was a big legal disclaimer. You have to do your own research.
Of course. We're just conveying the full content here, including that subjective rating and the warning that comes with it.
So putting this all together for you, what do we have? We've looked at NEOGUA, a utility token that's trying to bridge these very specific cultural practices with the tools of DeFi.
Yeah, it's shifting the focus from, say, data-driven prediction to something far more esoteric.
And this raises a really important question, I think, for the whole Web3 space.
Go on.
What is the limit of utility when it's derived not from a smart contract or verifiable data, but from concepts like ancient prophecy or a past life connection test between two Twitter accounts? That integration of the deeply esoteric into a hyper-modern financial engine, that's a concept worth mulling over long after this deep dive ends.